Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. I don't know why I always feel like, I just want to do this like welcome to my channel. It was a story time last week and I posted about my last love story. It was emotional even editing it, and I just wanted to do something totally different this week. Today's topic is related to how far we've been. Like 6 months are down the line and we are getting into the next half year, and what I wanted to do is just to talk to you guys about how my year has been, like the beginning just a little bit and where it is right now. I'm not going to go into details, but I'll just do it briefly. Of course, the way I ended my last year was going to affect my 2019, and when I was starting this year, I'd started my own company and I wanted to go fully into self-employment, which I did. And sometimes I wish I started self-employment long time ago, because I feel like I wasted so many years being employed. But anyway, I don't think it was a waste, because I learned so much in my previous employment. The year started a bit on the low side. Like my January and February was very, very bad, and I was going through so much during that time, and there are so many things that came with this year. All the negative things that happened this year has taught me so much, and I can't say that this 2019 is not my year because of those negative things. I think it's still my year because the negative things that happened in my life made me see my potential. Like, how do I act when I'm in certain situations, and how do I, plus my 6 pillars. You remember the time I spoke about 6 pillars? Yes, they are going to guide my year, and they've been really, really helping me so much. There are things that I've been able to achieve. There are some that haven't been able to achieve. And even on my goals, I think my year usually starts during my birthday, and I did have like a couple of things that I was supposed to achieve. I reviewed it a week ago, and on that list, can you believe I've achieved almost everything apart from 2 or 3? And I'm not doing this video to make you feel bad about yourself, because even the things that I've achieved, it's because I'm looking at the positive side of everything. Of course, there are those that I really struggle with, but I still try and learn each and every day and just try to motivate myself. There are days I used to feel like not, waking up, doing things, but I've been doing it, guys. I've been trying all my best. So if you remember well, the last time there's a video I did where I was having our financial meeting, and there's a lady who came in with a frame from Mikado's studio, and the frames are here. And you remember I told you that I was going to explain to you why I came up with those quotes. So here they are. The first one is silence the noise, focus on the ball. So this quote I came up with, I think, when I started my business. That was way back, I think 3 years ago, when I started the Arch Beauty Parlor. There were so many people who were speaking so many negative things to me, and they were telling me how, even my customers, some of them were people who were coming to my shop, they used to tell me the way this business is not being, this business is not for people like you, blah blah blah. The people used to just tell me to give up, because I was really struggling with getting employees to stay in the shop and all that. Some could just come and steal from me. So I just decided to just, block all those noise that were coming to my ears and just focus on the reason why I started the shop. So that's when I came up with silence the noise, focus on the ball. Sometimes in life, when you're trying to achieve something, there are people who will always try to drag you behind. So the best thing you can do is just to shut them. It's just to stop hearing whatever they are saying and just focus on your goal. And trust me, with this, you can just achieve it. And then the second one is, not every dog that barks at you wants to bite you. Some are just hungry and are in need of food. I'm sure right now you're wondering what this means, but I came up with this quote when I started self-employment in the beginning of the year. The people who just wanted to know what I'm up to, not that they really cared about me or something like that. They were just there trying to ask me, hey, so what are you doing, blah 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 blah. Just so many, learn how to differentiate such people, because some are just asking because they want to fulfill their curiosity. They're not going to help. It's the same thing as, when someone asks you, hi, how are you doing? There are people you will definitely tell how exactly you're doing. When you're going through tough stuff, there are people you'll tell exactly how you're doing. But there are those that you'll just tell, hey, I'm fine, even when you're not fine, So this is also something that I came up with when I was going through just so many things in the beginning of the year. And then my last quote that I came up with was this one. The third one is this one: I may not have a fortune, but I choose to live my dreams every single day. So this is self-explanatory, and the reason why I came up with this is because sometimes in life there are things you want to do, but you tell yourself, let me wait until I make some money. So I told myself that I'm not going to live like that. I'm going to enjoy every single thing that I have. This one came about when I started going to the gym. And of course, you know, there's no free gym, and there's no free Zumba, there's no free Mzuka, there's no, all these things are not for free. So you have to spend some money. And when I came up with this is because I'm very tight on my budget this year, since the year started. By the way, it's so unlike me not to travel. Like the past 6 months I've not been out of Nairobi, and it kills me sometimes, but yeah. So when I came up with that quote, I was like, you know what, Christine, despite my budget, I just have to figure out how I'm going to enjoy life and just, you know, and live like there's no tomorrow. And something else that made me come up with this quote is because there's a time I was studying public speaking. I did it online. During that time, I learned, there's a speaker who said that you don't have to have $1 million in your bank account for you to be able to go and start inspiring people. And I really wanted to do motivational speaking in high schools. And there's a guy who I once approached, and he told me, what is it that you've done with your life that makes you think that you can actually go and talk to people and they listen to you? And then I just told myself, you know what? I don't have to have that big car, big house, $1 million in my bank account for me to go and inspire someone else. Just by the experience that I have and the way I've lived my life, I can use that to motivate someone else. And the risk that I've been taking in my entire life, I can use that to motivate someone else. I don't have to be having like $1 million apartments and, you know, for me to do that. So that's why I came up with this particular quote of, I may not have a fortune, but I'm going to live my dreams. If my dream is to go and talk to a kid somewhere and make their life better by just my words, I'll do it. So guys, I don't know if I've told you about my year, but yes, that's how it's been, and it's still going on, and I'll still talk to you guys about it. But I feel like at least I've achieved a few of the things that I was planning to do. I think the quotes also describe a little bit of how my year has been, like my half year has been. My people, so let me tell you something. 2019 can still be your year with the negative things and the positive. So don't just look at the positive things alone for you to say that 2019 is your year. Even the negative things that have been happening in your life, I'm sure there is something that you've learned from it. So whatever it is that has happened to you that makes you feel like 2019 is not your year, just go back and look at it and look at the reasons why they happen and what lesson you are supposed to learn from that experience, and then take the lesson and continue going with it until the year ends. But 2019 is still our year. So I'm leaving my house right now. I'm going to meet a friend of mine, and I'm gonna take you with me. I hope you're okay with me taking you to meet my friend. You might not get to see my friend, but yeah, let's do this. So I met with my friend earlier, and then of course we had lunch. After that, something else came up which was very interesting, and I think it will come up as a standalone, so it's gonna be a video for next week, guys. So if you see me wearing the same clothes, don't worry, it's because I shot them on the same day. And then yeah, whatever you're seeing on the screen right now is me trying to pose for a thumbnail. Yeah, you know, when you're shooting alone and you have no one to take your pictures, this is what I usually do. So I just pose on the video, and then I'll be able to just freeze it and use it as a picture, which is not advisable. It's good to take the real picture. Yep. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you again next time. Wait. I have to give you a kiss.